The United States Air Force's ability to fly, fight, and win in future conflicts comes down to training. Luke Air Force Base trains more fighter pilots for the U.S. and Allied air operations than any other air base in the world. At Luke Air Force Base, the 56 Fighter Wing's job is to make sure that every hour our students spend flying results in them being that much closer to being ready for war. Our training is successful because we work constantly to replicate an environment as close as possible to real-world mission situations. We execute our best tactics in the air, then come back and spend hours debriefing. We review the game tape to see what happened, what mistakes were made, and how we can do better next time. This is where the core of our learning experience happens, in the debrief, after the flying is done. But current debrief methods force us to translate the three-dimensional flying environment into a two-dimensional medium, whether it's a whiteboard, computer screen, or a laminated map. We've invested heavily in new tools and capabilities to execute tomorrow's missions in the air. But when it comes to tools used to analyze and learn from these missions, we have not kept up with the same pace of innovation. It's time for that to change. In partnership with Arizona State University's Luminosity Lab, we have developed Next Gen Debrief, a concept that brings cutting-edge tools to the important work that happens after the flying is done. Next Gen Debrief uses augmented reality to project a three-dimensional scene inside the debriefing room, allowing pilots to view scenarios from any angle. Utilizing the same data that is already collected by aircraft instrumentation, we can give mission participants a radically new perspective. The scene can be shared between multiple participants in the same room or even across multiple locations or bases for a distributed debrief. Next Gen Debrief changes the game for our training, but the possibilities for this innovative environment does not stop here. The same augmented reality technology being used for Next Gen Debrief could transform and accelerate how we plan for and even how we execute Air Force missions. Flying time in advanced combat aircraft is very expensive. Next Gen Debrief is an important step we can take today to make sure that we get the most out of every hour spent in the air.